Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahmam, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Good morning.
Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Triyambakaya Tripurandakaya Trikalaknikalaya Kalagnirudraya Neelakantaya Mrityunjayaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Sriman Mahadevaya Namaha.
Such a beautiful slokam, and it's an insertion to the Rudram, and as Balaji gave a Pathartham, it's very, very nice. But I always like to think everything in Advaitic terms. I just wanted to add something because it is relevant to our Upasana also. Here I think the Visveshwaran is the Atma. Vishwam is the world. The world appears to you when you wake up. It is in your consciousness the world exists. I exist today because you can be aware of my existence. The whole world is therefore at the mercy of your awareness. So, Aham Visveshwaraya. Mahadevaya. In this body, the means Buddhi. Devaha is the one that gives you the power of perception, action. So in this body, there are so many powers, so many devatas to see, to hear, to smell. The Adidevata for all this is that Atma. Mahadevaya. Aham Atma. Aham Mahadevaya. Triyambakaya. So I got three eyes. The eyes that see outside, the eyes that see inside. In the Upasana and Japam, we are trying to open the third eye to see. Triyambakaya. That's why we put our tilak here. We have the third eye, not just a Shiva. Tripurandakaya. Tripuram is, as Balaji said, in Puranic terms, there are three places, but in Advaitic terms, they are the three experiences. Three gunas, three experiences. The awakening state, the dream state, the sleep state. Everything transfers. The one that sees beyond all the experiences is Atma, Aham, Atma. Aham Tripurandakaya. Trikatnikalaya. So the three fires, all action that we do is Kaya, Vang, Manas. The body fire, the Agni that we see in the abdomen, that creates a hunger. The Manas, the Chitakni. Lalita Shastram says Chitakni Kunda. Chit Agni, that fire that brings the consciousness. So the three Agnis are in this body. Kala Nirudna. Kala means black. Kala means time. Time is black, but light is black. Light you cannot see. Light is black. So Kalagni, that I am. Neelakantaya. So you have that poison here. What to do? Dharma Shankara, we say. We know all this is unreal, we want to go away. But then we also know that we have to enjoy this, come back again. Strangled. Not only Shiva has that poison in his neck and struggling what to do, spit it out or swallow it. We also have that all the time. In every human being, we have this traction. What do I do? Do I go into the material world or do something? But we sustain it and go. Neelakantaya. But Mrityunjayaya. We have no bhayam. We have no mrityu. We have no need to worry. But we have fear, bhayam. When we see this Atma in ourselves, then once we know, it's dead. Mrityunjaya. Don't worry. So you can hear me, right?
Yeah, battery is dead.
That's okay. So, Mrityunjayaya. So, we call this one. We can able to see not only in ourselves, the Atma is all this, but if I can see, you can see in yourself, therefore, Sarvatmani. Therefore, Sarveshwaraya. Once you know that everything is Atma, then you become always Sadhasivaya. So you can interpret this way also. Because if you always imagine a God sitting somewhere, fighting everything and doing all this, then he is always distant from us. God is in me, and I am the God. That's what we need to go through it. That's why I thought when Balaji finished with this one, I couldn't resist my cheekiness there. So in the Upasana and the Japa, we always started with the view that Japam for freedom, meditation for freedom. And the F stands for focus and R for relaxation. Even though it is sounded sequential, I think it's a wordplay we put as a freedom, but they have to be together. You cannot focus intensely. People learn that one, mind has to be sharp and focused. They take exercises, focus on a candlelight, focus on that one. And you'll end up in an eyesore. Watch some object intensely for half an hour. You get an optical illusion, your head gets spinning. Relaxation is very important as well as focus. But why do we have to do this relaxation, focus? Why do we need all this? Because all the time we want to attain something. Prepsa. We want to know something. Jignasa. We want to achieve something. Called jigirsha. And you want to avoid something. This jikasa. This prepsa, jignasa, jikitsa, jikasha. This four is our nature. If you take all your life, if you define it, I want to attain something, I put some effort, I attain something, I want to learn something, I want to avoid something, I want to accomplish something. So therefore, the stress come to our life because of this nature. So can we therefore say, I don't want to have all this, can I give? You can't do that. Because Krishna says in the Gita that you cannot not do anything. Even akarma is a karma. Not doing is an action to do. So your nature is, your body and mind is always doing something. Therefore, you cannot say, I will not do anything. To sit there quietly for 10 minutes, it's an effort for you. You're doing something. Understand? And therefore, when you do things, you become stressed up. Why you become stressed up? Because when you do something, everything that you want to do is not perceived in your control. So you get stressed up. Therefore, those who want to achieve something, therefore, say, how do I make sure that I get everything in my control? Therefore, they seek solutions. So, we know that the body is the main thing. Body is identity for oneself. You don't see me if my body doesn't exist here. Therefore, we have to accept that my body is myself to start with. Therefore, the body has to work with what you want to do. So if you are someone, nobody is in this room I know of, if there is someone who just puts anything in the mouth, eat anything, don't care about your body, don't care, then you are not even started. So you are on a self-destruction mode. Then you understand the body has to be good. Therefore, you start giving sattvic food, and you want to be fit, so you got to do exercise. You want to make. That means you are getting to step one. Yes, you understand that body is important. Do that. Then some of us will think more deeper that it's not just the body, because the body is, after all, on the hands of the mind. My thoughts, that's the one driving this one. Therefore, I need to make sure the mind is also clear and still and focused. Therefore, they go, in addition to doing yogas and exercises, the ways in which the mind can be mellowed and managed and come through. I think we are like that. We're trying to be like that. And some, they say, they go even intellectually pursue this. They say, look, body, mind, everything is matter, insentient, they're now no use, atma, jnanam, I am going the jnana. Yeah, fine, you had a knowledge there, like knowing a cookbook very well, but if you ignore your body and mind, you are as good as the first one who is eating everything and then garbaging up. Because now you have double problem, because he's at least ignorant. He will die. You become knowledgeable and you will die. So therefore, this is a very misnomer that your body, mind should be ignored. You all be in this one. I am a jnani, I do that, bhakta, I am doing this. No, you can't. You may think that how come those tapasvis those days go and didn't eat, the upavas they had, all this thing. Yes, they did that because in those days they need seclusion to go somewhere else. But what they did was, as a result of it, they were managed to find out how to control the hunger, how to control the body. This is where we got all this science and knowledge came out, that yes, by certain postures you can be comfortable position. But pranayama, you can control your breathing. Certain mudras can give you relief in the body pain. So they have experienced, so it was a purpose. It was not just the gymnastics they wanted to do, has nothing else to do. Their motive was to look at that big truth, but they know that body, mind are important. How do I sustain my body and mind when I'm contemplating like this? Therefore, they digress from this path. That's why Vedanta is giving the truth, yogas and everything digressed and give you some steps. That's why yoga, in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Adi Shankara just commented on one part of it. As Advaiti, we take the part where it is sadhana. The Siddhantam of Yogam has nothing to do with Vedanta. He talks about multiple gods. So we ignore all those things. Even Patanjali says ignore all this. But there are certain part which you need to take it. So therefore, when we are in our modest form, when we are trying to be successful in our life, we must first realize we need our upadhis. The body has to be as much flexible possible. It will deteriorate as age goes, doesn't matter. But we have to maintain it as good as possible. The mind, therefore, has to be maintained as simple, as flexible as possible. And we need to understand the truth. So to achieve these three, we take the japam and meditation as a means for it. But it is very difficult to focus the mind. So what do I do? How do I do that? But focusing the mind, and to do that, you have to use the mind, is it not? So how can you use the same mind to focus it? See, if it becomes an action, it goes in a vicious circle. So what do we have to do? This is where we have to go take the Vedanta's gospel in truth. That gives us some ways of maneuvering this. What is that? The thing is, if you take, Raj may correlate to me, when you go back home, you had a pet dog at home. It will seize you, jumps on you. It will engage you. It will lick your face, go around, walk around. Very difficult. And if you start entertaining it, it will pull you down, take you to the garden, play with you, throw the stick. Mind is like that. If you ignore it, it will try all this trick in front of you. It will come and lie next to you. Put the face on your lap at your command. What did you do? You ignored it. Not out of detachment, affection or something like that. It's because you wanted to have control. So ignoring it. So unfocus is a method to focus the mind. How can I unfocus the mind? How can I differentiate mind? Even if I unfocus it, that's also mind, isn't it? But this we understood last time. Mind is a very big term. So everything, don't go by words. God is a word. Krishna is a word. If instead of Krishna, if he's called Muttu, we'll say Muttu. Is it not? So name is nothing to do. Name is some fixation. So manas is a word used, but it is like a ladder. The ladder can go up. It's an infinite ladder. You can climb up, reach the ecstasy, bliss. You can go down, get into this pit hole. You may slip down because the ladder is full of asha bhashan. So you have to clean the ladder, know your position, and decide to climb up. Sometimes you have to climb down. So that's why we said when we started this thing, mantram, everything is there, but we have to become an expert in unfocusing the mind, untying the mind. There are two methods for that. Both are essential. The first one is that why I am attached to it is because imagine there is an invisible rope tied to it. I have a big weight pulling me down. So even if I want to go forward, the rope will pull me down. I need to sever this rope. So when you come to the temple, when you come to these classes, when you come to this satsang, as you leave your shoes outside, you have to leave all your worries, all your burdens. What I'm going to do after this class? What is my lunchtime appointment? What is afternoon? What is in tomorrow's one? All that you carry, you have a traction in your back. You will not do japa. That 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whenever you take it, you are going to sever that. Cut it down. Put it aside. That's for your own time. Second thing is, what did you do when I go back to the home and when the pet dog coming and licking my face? I don't respond. I look at it sternly. Observation is the key. So, second thing therefore is you unload all your burden. Then you start observing the mind. Observation is the essence of dhyana. When you observe it, this mind will come and dance. You saw in Puranas, they say, when Vishwamitra is sitting and do penance, and Indra was very jealous of him, he sent the Ramba and Urvashi, they wearing a two-piece suit, they're dancing in front of him. That Deva Indras or Indriyas, Ramba, Urvashis are the Asha, Pasha, Rasanas, Vasanas, they come and dance. What do? Maintain a stern observation. Let it dance it. If it is too much of disturbance for it, if, again I go back to the pet, then you throw it a bone. It will just keep happily biting it, sitting there. So you throw a Rama Nama, Siva Nama to the mind. Do the japa. Please understand, putting a Rama Nama is not you're going to see Rama there. The mind may see it. Anything that you see is an object. Because our motive is to see the seer. So the mind, instead of giving a bone, you give it a Rama Nama, Krishna Nama, Shiva Nama. Where it will happily say Rama, 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 Rama. Now what happened? Your japam, understand, it's not a Rama Nama japam you are doing. You are doing an Atma japam. But to the manas you give the Rama Nama. Therefore the manas can chew on the Rama Nama. Therefore it is quiet and silent. Otherwise, if you are thinking Rama Nama, then you will think about the Rama's picture in your mind. It's nice, a good thing to do instead of seeing anything else. But then you will think Rama, then Ramayana will come, then Mahabharata will come, television series will come. The mind will hook. It is how it does. It throws, okay, you like this one? Take this one, take this one. Because the Maya's role is not to drag you to the Vedanta domain, but to come to the Laukika domain. But you are resisting it. But without any irreverence, you are doing this one. So that's why when you say Ramanama, Japam, all this, they are all mixed. So why I'm doing Japam? Why should I do Ramanama? I'm an atheist. I just want to do Japam. Yeah, okay, do something else. Give it something to it. Like an elephant, when it have a stick, it just hold on to it. It will happily swinging as long as the stick is in the hand. So you need to find the right stick, right bone to give it to the mind. So that is one of your objective. What is that makes your mind to chew on? Once you give it to the one, you become observer of the mind chewing it. It will be naughty, it will drop it and go somewhere else. Have a stern look, keep looking at it. Don't try to control it. But it is very difficult. But God is compassionate. He has given you another trick. He tells you, this mind is a Mahatma. It shows you that Vikalpa, Maya, it shows you. But there is in another representation of Atma, in a more gross form. Mind is so subtle form, isn't it? That is prana. Your breathing is another Atma. I already asked you once, can you ever think of what you're going to think next time? No. You don't think what you're going to think. Thought comes to you. You don't think. Thought comes and you act. Who is breathing in you? Who is expelling the air, inhaling the air? You may forcefully control it for a while, but you'll just push it aside and comes out. Again, it is not in your control. There are two evidence in you which is not in your control, but the essence of your life, but which you choose to ignore. Therefore, because I am not able to hold on to this subtle Atma mind, I hold on to this gross Atma, the breathing. It's called Sutratma. Sutram means a thread. So, therefore in japa, in yogasana, you need to have these two Atmas to be held on to. The manas, with the japa, parayana, to smoothen it, with the breathing, with the pranayama to regulate it. When you do that, you become an observer. So the observation is a key. The observation is a key, I understand, but when I observe, what happens to all the interruptions come in my body? I can't sit there, the knee is paining, thoughts goes out. So for that, there are two things. One is called mudras, is called bandhams. Mudra means pleasure, joy. Motakam, mudagaratta motakam. Mud means the anandam, bliss. Dra means to draw. So mudra means that the action by which you draw pleasure. So when I see somebody in our culture, what we do, namaste. So when you put, this is a mudra. When you have both hands, you are expressing your humble devotion, love to somebody who's coming there. So it is drawing out the pleasure. Nobody will get angry when you say this. It brings draw from them. So any mudra you do should bring happiness in you and others. So there are other mudras which will bring anger. So you know that. So you should not do that. So these mudras that are important. But here we are talking about bringing happiness to ourselves. Because unless you are happy, you can't be happy to give happiness to others. It's a very important point. You cannot do a social service when your mind is cluttered, when you are angry. That's the reason why many people, they have a fight at home. So they come back, okay, I don't want to go and do seva in the temple. No use. So you need to really be happy yourself. Like in aircraft, when the oxygen mask drop, the first instruction is put the mask to yourself first. Because in the 7 seconds the decompression starts, you will faint. Unless you are good, you cannot help others. Even the mother has to put for herself before you put a child. Therefore, be singularly self-focused that my motive in life, I may sound very bad in this, my motive in life is not to make my wife or children or you happy. I want to make myself happy. Why? Because when I become happy manifested, I become happy for everybody else. So, mudras are one that happens in there. So, we need to learn some mudras. So, what I do today, I will just say 4 or 5 mudras, which, again, I would say, if you can go to internet books, there are lots of things there. So, I only tell you what, for me, it's appealing to you. So, you can expand it on it if you want to. I give one example because I think experience is better. Because I know some of these mudras I learned many years back. I never practiced it. I don't really bother about it. But recently I had a problem. So they doctored out, it's gout. It's a one there. So I recall that, okay, there is a mudra for gout. So for example, if I do this way, with this knuckle goes there. And then when I put this together, this one was helpful to do that. So I'll explain this in a minute. So I was doing this. Of course, I was taking medication on it. I don't know what cured it, and I got recovery from this. It is working for me. So things like that works for me, I share. So if it doesn't work for you, leave it there. So the first mudra, which we all started before, was Sahaja mudra. Left hand, right hand on top of it. Then both thumbs slightly touching. Always relaxing one, this always. So with this one, when you touch it gently, the best contact point is when you realize at some point of time, you can see the pulsation, the blood flow. It is one there. Doesn't matter if it doesn't happen. Don't press it hard. Just one there. So this one is just relaxing mudra. You can see everywhere they will have. First of all, I will tell you, this hand is a very important part of your body. You know, every body is a black body. It generates radiation, thermal radiation. We radiate energy because we have a transducer. When you sleep, actually, when you put an electrode, you bring out around 100 watts of power. You dissipate. It's all medical science, all this is. But the outlet is your fingers, your forehead, your feet. If you have a FM radio antenna at your home, you take a hanger there, you go near that antenna, the radio get mixed up because there is radiation interference. Same way, all your fingertips are transducers. They radiate energy, they receive energy. Therefore, the ancestors found out that by short-circuiting it, by bringing together, you make a difference on it. So, just for visualization, what they say is that, so this middle finger is Akash. So, this is Agni. This is Vayu. So, what is the other two? Prithvi and Jala, Apaha. Apaha, water is small finger. The ring finger is Prithvi. The middle finger is Akash, space. This is Vayu. And this is Agni. So by bringing this finger together, touching it, and then keeping those three fingers relaxed, you get two mudras. Chin mudra or Jnana mudra. So if you put it like this, it's a Chin mudra. If you put it up this way, it's Jnana mudra. We are not qualified to say Jnana mudra. We always do Chin mudra. So we do this way. Don't press it too hard. Just gently touching it. Other three fingers like this. And before you do that, when you sit down this, there are certain postures you need to do. So 4 things I say. Asanam, pranayamam, mudra, and bandham. So start with the asanam first. Asanam, sthiram, sukham, asanam. What gives you comfortable sukham is the asanam. Therefore, if mommy is sitting there, mommy feel comfortable there, that's fine. But that is not yogasana. Because sometimes sukham is sleeping, right? So in a couch, if you found it out, that's a comfortable position. But that may be sukham in your mind, but the real sukham you will derive by sitting in a position by which your spinal cord, your neck, your head, all in a straight line. Your chin is not too much. Chin is just straight forward. It is all in a straight on. The lumbar should be straight. Your hand, without much gap, as close to your body. As if they are dropping from a tree. Exactly. Dropping, not positioning it, just dropping from the tree. Yeah. Relax, shoulder just right now. Relax. That is the comfortable. In the leg position, you can comfortably sit in the chair, but those who can sit in the thing, the one I follow, which I find it easy and many say it's easy to do, is where you take your right leg, left leg, put underneath your body, your heel going as much back to your bottom, the right leg on top of the left leg. Raj, you want to try it out? I want to see. Yeah. Right leg on top of the leg. No. It's no. I have straight forward. So you this one you bring it down.
Okay, bring it down. Okay.
As much it touches your bottom, just goes on top of it.
Okay.
It's half Padmasana.
Half Padmasana. But the thing is, both heels are very close to your body. Yeah, right on the top. If you're uncomfortable, put a towel, anything like that. But if you don't want to do it, sit on the chair, absolutely fine. Okay? So, this 3 is good enough for the asana. So, straight body, sitting like this, chin straight, shoulder drop, relaxed position, and mudita vadanam. Smile is the most important part because there is no other muscle that can relax your face except the smile. And smile, the smile that you give, what we learn from Dakshinamurti and Buddha is that mudita vadanam. You are smiling away all your troubles. Don't forget the smile. That's the asana. So then we talked about the mudra. So you know Sakaja mudra. I tell you this few things, then we can next practice this. Sakaja mudra, chin mudra. If you close all these 3 fingers and still hold it like this, it's called Chinmaya mudra. Chin mudra, Chinmaya mudra. Touch the tip of it, Chinmaya Mudra. Can you remember this? Chin Mudra, Chinmaya Mudra. This is, we said, Vayu, index finger. If I take the index finger and touch the root of my thumb, open these three fingers, and then hold it like this. Other three fingers are straight. Hold it like this. Do that? This is called Vayu Mudra. So this one, what the other Ayurveda says, that if you hold it like this, your arthritis, your knee pains, everything will slowly go away. It releases the wind energy in the body. Vata dosha comes there. It heals it gives you suppleness in your thing. If your hand is hurting, leave it there. But if you can do it for 10-15 minutes a day in the morning. Whenever you're sitting there, hold it like this. Vayu Mudra. So this finger, this one.
What should be the position of your limbs when you do the Vayu Mudra?
Just any way you can put it. Always I say, if you do it upward, as we experimented last time, your breathing capacity is more. When you do it like this, the energies get blocked.
You can rest it
on your lap. Comfortably, you put it there. Okay, so like this. Just sit there and put it there. Why? So this one, do you remember what it is?
This is
Akash. So when you take the Akash down and close it like this.
Shunya Mudra. Shunya.
Because this Akash, your space, you are compressing it. You are taking away the space. You are compressing all the space. Yeah? This one is what? Prithvi.
If you take that ring finger that touches the root of your thumb, and then you use the thumb to press the middle knuckle of the ring finger.
Touch this one, press this knuckle. Okay? This is Bhu Mudra.
Now if you take the little finger,
this is for, they say, your suppleness in your eyes and all the kind of stuff. This is Jala Mudra. So don't worry about all these things. For me, I would say two things. Chin Mudra, Chinmaya Mudra. This one is important because when you're sitting there, your legs are going to hurt. So you practice it when you're there. This is Vayu Mudra. Yeah. There is one mudra, which is when you hold all this finger, and then put the right thumb up. And then with your left thumb, press the right thumb. The right thumb should be straight. Yeah. Right thumb should be straight. It's very important because in Ayurveda, one of the healers that they treat this as a Rudra. They do Rudrabhishekam to the right thumb. They say Sri Rudram and do the Abhishekam to the right thumb. This is the Agni. When you do this one, you will sweat a lot. When you keep this one and sitting there, you sweat a lot. So it just heals. Okay. Now, all these mudras are essentially to give you some discipline and unlock some of your body parts. But when you do the dhyana meditation, you choose whichever mudra you feel comfortable with. If you can do Chin Mudra, it's better. If you think Vayu Mudra is better, Sahaja Mudra is better. Whatever you feel comfortable with. But if you are feeling pain, then you have to do that particular mudra to do that one. When you do a very serious one, then you can see which mudra for which asana and all kind of stuff. I think it's very complicated. The whole thing is, therefore, is to observe yourself. So let's do observation today. So what I would suggest you do, sit in a comfortable position. See, when you do meditation, you should not go to sleep. If you go to sleep, or even if your mind is controlled, you are hibernating for many years, it's no benefit. Ravana went for tapas. 4 years non-stop tapas he did. His mind was controlled, stilled. But when he comes out, he's a Rakshasa again. You go to sleep, if I am a very bad person, very angry, full of rage and revenge and avarice, I go to sleep. When I sleep, I am like a nice child. But when I get up, I come back to the same person. So no japa, no dhyana is not going to make you a pure person if you are inherently not willing to make attitude changes. So remember that one. So, but to remove the laziness for it, one of the trick is you open the eyes wide open and then squeeze it a few times. When you squeeze like this, your tamas will be gone. Laziness will be gone. Now, gently close the eye, half close it. Half close it, that means you can try a couple of times to make sure that it is not fully closing it. We have been doing fully closing so far, but now we start half closing it. The one trick is you look at your tip of your nose, then that will be half closed position. Ensure you are sitting straight, your lumbar, your back straight, dropping shoulders gently, convenient mudra in the hand, mudita vatanam, the smile, half closed. As there is nothing more important than to be oneself. This space, this time is given to me, so God help me out. Just observe yourself. Don't need to control your breathing. Don't need to control your thought. Just be. Just watch your breathing. It may go slow, it may go fast, doesn't matter. Don't force it, don't restrain it. Just be an observer. This body is Prithvi. It is seated on the floor as if it is sprouting from the Mother Earth. I am not this body. Naham Deham. As I observe the comfort of seat, the apaha in the abdomen, the agni, Namaste Vayor Tumeva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. Absolutely great prayer. The Vayu, the prana, is the Pratyaksha Brahma. The breathing you are observing, observe with enjoyment. It's a long time you have not seen it. Let the distant noise go in the background. You are hearing the silence. And on the stage of silence, the resonance of noises come to you. As you breathe in, you see the energy flow into your body as if it is a light that illumines. And when you breathe out, the toxic elements are chucked out. As you breathe, observe the toes, knees, the knees, calves, the kneecaps, the thighs. Everything gets regenerated. The thighs or bottom, abdomen, the lungs, the heart, the shoulders, shoulder blades, arms, elbows, the wrists, fingers, fingertips, the nails, the back, the vertebrae, the neck, the chin, mouth, the earlobes, the eyes, the nose, the forehead, the head. Everything is relaxed. As you breathe in, make sure your half eyes are open. Observe the tip of your nose. And feel the sensation of the air coming and going. Just that. The tip of the nose, the nostrils, where there is a silky touch of the air that leaves the nose. Enjoy this as Amrit. That awareness of breathing is life. Therefore, this moment, this now, this presence is our life. The body is comfortable. The mind is away. Now, slowly withdraw your observation from the breathing. Don't need to watch the breath anymore. Just be. Your mudita badanam is important. The smile radiates your happiness. Now gently open your eyes and have Sakaja Mudra. Relax. So what we just did is a little exercise to relax. You have to do this every day. See, Shraddha is the most important part. Shraddha and Abhyas is most important part. Shraddha is believing that this is going to work and then experimenting that it works. Abhyas is the practice of it. So once we do this, what is the test of it? The test is, in any condition, you are able to just put yourself into this position. It doesn't need to be seated like this. You are in the office in a tense position. Just have quietly your mudra in your hand. Observe your breathing. Everything will come. Your business talk will be there in your ears. You will be transformed to be on control on the position of it. So relaxation is the essence before focus. Now, at home, when you do this, before you do the relaxation, you start with regulating your breathing. Now, by sitting like this, you regulate your body. So body is in a comfortable position. Now, breathing you need to regulate before you go into the observation of it. For that, we do Anuloma Viloma. Anuloma Viloma means enforcing certain condition. For example, when the water is flowing, if you put a hand in front of it, what will happen? It gets very furious. It resists. Resistance is bad in life. You never resist anything in life. You can redirect it. But acceptance is very important. Why I get this problem in my life? Why am I being chosen by God to give me this punishment? Why everybody is blaming me? So that is resistance. It will give you more worry. Accept that. Okay, I got this one. Now how do I manage it? Redirection of it. So same way in prana, when you don't properly flow it, it will be a resistance. It will come very like a tiger, like a snake. It's not good. It will get pain in your chest. So you need to regulate this. It's called Nadi Shodhana. So I just want to remind you so that we do just a couple of things so that you know what it is. Nadi Shodhana means you are going to alternate breathing from left to right, right to left. This one, close your right nostrils. Again, yeah. Okay, yeah. So right goes to right nostril. First you close the right nostril. With the left nostrils, again the posture should be exactly same. Smile, straight thing. Inhale slowly as much as you can. Okay? When you inhale as much as you can, close your left nostrils. As if you're drinking water, gulp in your throat. It's a bandham, gulp it. Gulp it. Give few seconds, as long as you can. Then you close the left nostrils, exhale to the right nostril. When everything exhaled, try a little bit so that completely empty. Give 1 second or 2 second pause, therefore there's nothing in there. Then inhale through the right nostrils. Gulp it, close it, couple of seconds, then exhale through the left nostril. Can you do for at least 3 times now? Close your eyes, starting with the left. Inhale, deep inhalation, so you must see your abdomen coming out. Exhalation, abdomen going in. You can keep your left hand in your abdomen if you want to check it up. Inhale as much as possible. The trick is to do it slowly. Slow and rhythmically. Exhaling should shrink your tummy. Last one. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnam Purnamadasyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Just rub your hands together and then close your eyes. Look all the good things around. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.